All right, today I'm going to show you how to juice kale. Right here I have my Angel juicer, and I have some kale right here which I just washed. Now I'm going to be putting the kale down the chute, and I'll be using a plunger to assist with getting the kale down the chute into the bowl. So what's going to happen is the kale juice is going to drip down into this cup bowl thing, and then the wasted kale is going to come down on this. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. I'm just going to drop the kale into this. And you see it goes down in here quite nicely. I don't have to use the plunger. For kale, for some reason, the kale doesn't need plunging because the mechanism inside actually pulls it down instead of chopping it right away, which allows it to be juiced without cutting it off and having the kale sit at the top just bobbing up and down like this without being juiced. Now I'm going to take this whole thing. This is a couple of pieces right here. And I'm just going to go ahead and do the couple pieces like that. Here's a larger one. And I'm getting quite a bit of kale down in here. You can see this right here. Probably should have showed you that from the beginning. Now this is a big chunk right here, and that's not going to go in. So I'm going to go from the top leaves first. And just keep on plunging it down. Now I'm almost done. Looks like I have to plunge a little bit, so I'm going to take the plunger. And you can see the kale being juiced. I'm going to show you how dry this waste product is after I've juiced all of this kale. I have a few more stalks left. And at the end, I'm going to show you the mechanism as it juices. So I'm going to pull this off right here. This is like the splatter guard, and you can see what's going on right here. So the kale is being juiced, dripping down, and the waste is going right here. Now you can see some of the waste coming out right here because I don't have the right adapter on this. This is for soft fruit. The holes are a little bit larger, so you see some of the kale coming out. And it's not that significant to where it's messing up my juice. There's a little bit of chunks go down there, but not many. It doesn't affect how many I drink it. So it's going, and then you can see a little bit last of the juice. I'm going to check the plunger to see if anything is left in there. Nada. And it's going. It's dripping down here. You can see the juice dripping. And there is kale juice right there. I'm just going to go ahead and leave this off, and I'm going to turn it off. And the fan still blows until it cools off the juicer enough, and then I'll turn it off altogether from the back. And so I'm going to go ahead and pull this out and show you the juice. So this is what the juice looks like right here. I add a little bit of oil to it so I can absorb a little bit more of the vitamins to it. And this right here is the wasted product. Let me go ahead and get some of this off so it doesn't drip on the counter. Now I'm going to show you this right here. So I'm picking this up, and you wonder how well the juicer works. All of this right here is dry. Not completely dry. It's moist a little bit, but essentially you can't squeeze it and get juice out of it. It's a pretty good juicer, right? So this is the kale juice. I hope you enjoyed my video on how to juice kale using a juicer. I have an Angel juicer. Works pretty well. Stay healthy.